All right, family. All right, welcome back to another edition of Melanie Economic News. Let's go ahead and get it started. All right, today is March 9th, 2021, and the time is 3:52 a.m. as I already had to work. All right, as you see, let's look at the futures. All right, across the board, all the futures are up. S&P, Dow, Nasdaq, Russell 2000, all of them are up. On the up and up, going up. All right. So let's go ahead and switch over. Let's go look at some of these other exchanges. Look at the FTSE 100 is up and the Nikkei 225 is up. All right, Bitcoin is up big once again after taking a big dip. All right, and you see CMC crypto is up as well too, back over 1,000. All right. All right, let's take a look at the 10-year bond. 10-year bond 1.5960. The VIX is up 2483 as well. All right. The currencies, so some of the currency, GBP to the US dollar is up. The US dollar to the Japanese yen is running down. All right. All right, so that was taking a look at yahoofinance.com. Let's switch over to kitco.com. All right, as well too. All righty, so let's go ahead and look at the world spot price for precious metals. Gold is up. Gold is up. Silver is up. Palladium is up. Rhodium is at 27,800 asking. All right. All right. Now, what we're going to get into a little bit of something right here. All right, as you can see here, look at the spot price for gold, the asking price for gold, silver, and precious metals here. That is all based on fiat paper price. All right. Uh, there's been an ongoing battle going on right now behind the scenes between paper price and actual physical metal price. All right. When we get here in the U.S. is also the paper price. But if you look at the actual metals price itself, the physical metal price is different. All right, as well. So just to see, we're gonna go ahead and look at a website here. This is jmbullion.com. All right. Now, if you look at the spot price for silver, the asking price for silver in paper currency terms, this is paper contract terms in dollars, $25.63 asking. All right. Switch over to jmbullion.com. Take a look at the big difference. All right. This is what they're asking. All right, and this is website, silver website, a precious metal website, and they're all out of stock. All right. This is almost a jump. It's almost a $5 difference in dollar terms. All right, in fiat currency terms. So switch back over to price, the world spot price for the dollar terms. Silver is $25 and 63 cents an ounce in paper currency terms. All right, and then the real asking price, what they're asking for an ounce of silver, is around $30 and up $30 and change. All right. Just wanted to get to a little bit note of that one about what's going on behind the scenes, the battle between the paper contract price and the fiat and what the actual dollar terms in price. All right, what it's actually costing. All right. So let's get into some actual news here. This is from gata.com. All right. Gata.com. All right. I could be butchering that. All right. Hyperinflation pushes Venezuela to print million-bolivar bills. All right. Where have we seen this before? All right. We've seen this in the Weimar Republic in Germany in the 1930s. And then we've seen it again in Zimbabwe. All right. Well, we need to go ahead and get into that story about what happened to Zimbabwe. It was some real stuff going on behind there. Uh, President Robert Mugabe, he was doing his thing over there, and all of a sudden he made some very powerful enemies, and they went ahead and did what they had to do to try to get Zimbabwe under control. All right, but go ahead and look at the story up for yourself, and then you can see here uh that they're having to print million bolivar bills. That's their currency, the bolivar. That's what they call it. All right. And this is just a long list of currency that's going on. All right. It says Venezuela said today that introduced a new large denomination bolivar notes as hyperinflation. All right, renders most bills worthless. All right. Focusing on a little bit over here, forcing citizens to turn to the U.S. dollar for everyday transactions. All right. The currency central bank posted a statement on its website, said it will begin circulating a new 200,000, 500,000, and million bolivar bills to fulfill the current economic requirements. All right. I say this story because people laugh. They say they laugh and they think it's not coming here. But believe me, for all intents and purposes, family, the United States has lost. I'm sorry, the United States of America Corporation has lost the world's reserve currency status. All right, and we're just barely holding on and teetering till we start seeing things like this in the U.S. All right. If you think it ain't coming here, it can come here and it will come here. All right. It's gonna become to a point where you be going down the street with a wheelbarrow full of dollars, greenbacks, and next thing you know you just to buy some groceries. Next thing you know, they say they give you a couple of loaves of bread, some meat, a couple of meat and some and maybe 2 gallons of milk. You can keep the paper. We want the bucket. All right. And to switch it down here to keep going, all right, as Venezuela's economy shrank for the seventh straight year in 2020, the government turned a blind eye to a growing number of dollar transactions, kickstarted by rolling outages that prevented credit and debit card purchases and fostered the use of cash. All right, about 60% of transactions across the country are estimated to be made in foreign currency, according to, I can't pronounce that word, forgive me, all right, ECOANALITICA, all right. So that's what's coming. All right, if you don't think it's gonna come here to the U.S., think again. It can and it will come here. All right. All right, and we have switching over to NBC.com. We normally don't go to the major mainstream media sites, but this is caught our eye here. 3 states are rolling back COVID restrictions, including mask mandates, indoor capacity caps. All right, as we say again, these are in the first weeks of March, governors of Mississippi, Texas, Alabama, Arizona, West Virginia, and Connecticut announced significant loosening statewide pandemic liquor virus pandemic restrictions like mask mandates and indoor capacity. All right, this is to get their economies opening back up. All right, so they trying to with these moratoriums coming to an end, these in the mounting cases being filed of eviction notices in courts. All right, they looking at a big landslide of up to right now they say 40 million, but it looks like they've upped the number behind the scenes to about 50 to 60 million people are going to be evicted from their rentals. Their rentals and their mortgages are being due. This is an attempt of looking to try to head that off at the pass and try to get people back to work so they can start paying paying their rent and their mortgages. All right. Say some people have their big differences, like why they opening up, why they're loosening mask mandates. As we covered with the state of Texas, they rescinded the statewide mandates for mask mandate. The state is not requiring you to wear a mask, but if the businesses themselves require you to wear one, then you can go ahead and put a mask on. All right, and they open up 100% capacity. All right, so that's basically what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the states open up, head off the pass, so people can begin the process of getting their jobs back. Remember, when they say opening up restaurants, remember this goes way beyond that. The restaurants have to open it up. They have to be able to feed their staff. They have to be able to feed their customers. Customers, you have to have staff on hand. All right, the staff relies on supplies. The suppliers who supply their food to them, their silverware, their cups, their napkins, their dishes, everything is supplied to them. Yeah, suppliers have to go get that. And suppliers have to keep up with the demand, so they have to hire on more staff as well too. All right, it's such and such sources. Always going all the way to the farmers who produce the food. All right, and the truckers who get their food and bring it to market. All right, so the restaurants can actually buy theirs. All right, some restaurants go directly to the farmers to get their food. All right, so this is ramifications on up and downstream. All right, as well too. All right, so think about that. All right. And then for our final story for this evening, for this address, this broadcast, all right, central bank, the dangers of a central bank digital currency. All right, this is from zerohedge.com. All right, zerohedge.com. All right, take a look at this one because of a central bank. Remember, central banks are a private bank. All right, they're a private bank. All right, the Federal Reserve is not. They have no oversight for the government. There have been several attempts to audit the Federal Reserve. Maybe one or two of them have been successful. So they're their own central bank. All right, remember the U.S. Federal Reserve is not owned by the U.S. All right, it is a foreign-owned central bank. All right. All right, and remember, if they have their own currency, they have the ability to turn off their currency, all right, to make you pay for not heeding to their demands or kissing their boots and all right, bending the knee to them. All right, so this is the danger of a central bank digital currency. If they get everybody on it, they can essentially say, okay, if you make them mad, they go ahead and cancel it, and now all your money is locked up, all your currency has been taken, What you thought you had in your account has now been taken away from you, and you're now broke and desperate and trying to feed your family. All right. So that's one of the dangers of a central bank digital currency. All right. We already seen what they do with their fiat currency, their paper currencies, and now look what they can really do with a digital currency. They can simply go in and turn you off, even if you don't make them mad. They can simply target you for the day and say, okay, we need to bring. He hasn't done anything. He or she hasn't done anything. They're loyal, but we need to test them to make sure, put them in check to let them know they don't get any bright ideas, and they just simply turn off your currency, turn off your bank account. Next thing you know, you have no reason. You don't want to know why. And next thing you know, you find out this is just a test of your loyalty to us. We want to see if you're going to bend the knee, keep bending the knee to us. All right. So with the central bank digital currency, they can turn it off and on anytime they feel like it. All right. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you for joining us in another edition of Melanin Economic News. Once again, become your own best banker. Become your own best credit union. Become your own best savings and loans. You're your own best financier. All right, go ahead and get the barter system started with your neighbors. Get your communities together. Reach out to other communities. Get that together. All right. Once again, I want to thank you for joining us in another edition of Melanin Economic News. Take care of each other and be safe. Let's get it started.